Hi, Sanjeeb. This is me, Sanjeeb Basnet. Today, in this episode, we are going to discuss over the PowerPoint on SEO tactics and organic search. This PowerPoint is sourced from the Digital Marketing Institute, and in this episode, we are going to cover search engine optimization basics, technical SEO basics, SEO content basics, and website link and trust. These 4 points we cover in this episode. Let's get into this without delaying. Search engine optimization basics, SEO basics. Let's get into it. So, as we already mentioned in the last very first episode, as the what is search engines, and now we discuss on the that search engine optimizations, how to how it is optimized. First, we need to understand the definition of search engine optimizations. What is a search engine optimization? My friend, it is the this normal process of improving the visibility, or you can say the searchability of online content in organic search to help achieve the goals of your organization. It is a process, not something you do once and forget about, but it is a regular and ongoing process that demands attention and focus. Your website is not a static finished thing. It's something that requires constant effort to improve and optimize. So, if we talk about the objectives of SEO, what can you accomplish with SEO? So, if you are a beginner, you are going to do the SEO. So, what would be your first and foremost objective while doing SEO? My dear friend, it's important to set objectives before you start doing any SEO work. You should start with establishing a baseline of performance to measure progress against it. If you don't make any the goal or target before doing SEO, you can't achieve the great thing. So the objectives of SEO is also to to measure how your website is performing, how much traffic is it getting from the organic source, and how many sales or leads is it generating. These are the questions you should ask to yourself as a search engine marketers, as a SEO professional, before doing any SEO job. SEO objectives. As we summarize this, the key point: establish a baseline of current performance, define targets for increased traffic from organic source, define targets for increased sales or conversions from the organic source, and define targets for improved presence in shops on relevant keywords. So now we'll get into the technical SEO basics. So making your website easily crawlable and indexable. Under the technical SEO, there comes the internal linking, server speed, site speed, canonicalization, replication assessment, geo-targeting, website structure, website content, keyword targeting. So you can use various methods to assess website technical SEO. For example, on-page analysis, crawling, keyword tracking, backlink analysis, website speed, sitemap, local SEO, and structured markup. There are basic few tools, technical SEO tools that you can use in a day-to-day basis to find out the technical problems or to fix the technical issues on your website. There are huge tools. Basically, there are Google Search Console, Screaming Frog, and Deep Crawl. These are the basic or the most important tools you can use to find the issues and to fix the issues related to technical part. SEO content basic. Now we get into the SEO content basics. So content. The content is basically it's a different. It's a huge industry itself. Under the content marketing, you know why it is focused, because when your website is technically sound, the next thing to look at is the content on your site. It's important to understand that search engines rank web pages rather than websites, and that every page on your site should be optimized for its topic, which can be a keyword or a set of keywords. Yeah, this is that website, the Google doesn't understand your website. It understands your content. It understands what you feed to the Google. Content marketing is the tactic that we use to grow a website relevance and authority in search engines by publishing and promoting great content. It involves the development and sharing of content for the web in order to acquire and sustain customers. Key concepts around content marketing SEO include layout, organization, format, H1 to H6 tags. There are basically H1 to H6 tags, word count, and on-page versus off-page weighting considerations. By paying attention to these when developing content, you can improve the chances of content being discovered when people are searching. Uh, Now we can see the different content formats, you know, that apply to SEO for visibility in different verticals. These include web search, image search, video search, knowledge graph, and rich snippets. Under the web search, search engines crawl and index content from billions of sites, and this is still the source for most search results today. Optimizing text based websites content is fundamental for SEO success. It is a content based web search, and the image search, it is, the search engines are increasingly, massively visual and require high quality images to populate results. Marketers can improve their chances of success by making images prominent within their content and optimizing images tags with common SEO search queries. And video search engines are starting to understand the content of videos, but they still need some help. Marketers can add transcripts and keywords to their videos to provide text based content. This is a growing area of focus for SEO professionals. Knowledge graph, what is it? The search engine knowledge graphs are a repository of information on a wide range of entities. SEOs should aim to improve the quality of information in their company's knowledge graph, as this will be used to respond to several source queries. It means whatever the company offering or providing the services or products to the customers, the companies should have the knowledge graph. They should accumulate the knowledge about their services or products, so that if customers comes to look for the reason behind the product or the product's knowledge, they can look on it and they get the meanings behind it. And which snippets, these are the enriched search results that show additional information from the website. For example, when you search for event tickets, google is you know google is likely to show you rich snippets showing event dates, location, or available tickets. These are the additional information that shows under the under the content. So now get into the website links and trust. What is website links and trust? The My dear friend, as it is said, great content alone is not enough to rank in Google. Only by making the good content and publishing it in your website is not that enough. Your website also needs to be seen as a trustworthy and reliable source. It must be linked to from other trusted websites to Google that your site is important and authoritative and that your content can be trusted. It is also said that link building is the relationship building. It's not only the link building, it's the relationship building. It's also said that link building is the process of vote of confidence. The importance of link building, let's talk about it. Links to deeper pages on a site create search engine crawl paths and spread trust or authority signals to those pages. Most often, other websites will link to your website's homepage. However, that's not always the best page to rank for a keyword. For specific queries about products and services, you want those pages to show up in Google search results. The way the value of external link is distributed to a website is important so that Google knows it can also trust your deeper pages. Ideally, you want some links from external, pointing to these deeper pages. This not only helps those pages rank better in search results, it also helps Google's crawlers to find those, deeper pages, and then the other pages link to from there. In short, without links, it's very hard possible to achieve high rankings in Google. My dear friend, this shows the graph how the Ahrefs they succeed to get the ranking one. Ahref is the company, the biggest company, third party SEO company in the industry. Use link building to drive huge amounts of traffic to its website. The company strategically selected to build a new page about SEO statistics. It then reached out to relevant parties, asking them to link back to the page. The page gained more than 30 links, and these links pushed the page to the number one position on Google for the high volume query SEO stats. You can evaluate the quality of a link based on third-party link metrics and the web page's topical focus. The first one, use a link analysis tool like Moz Open Site Explorer, Ahrefs, SEMrush, or Majestic to find a page relevant link metrics. And second one, extract keywords and evaluate content on page to determine its topical focus. If we analyze the link, you can use various tactics to improve a website's link profile and increase the trust it is accorded in subs. Content marketing, influencer marketing, and digital PR. So what is it? Content marketing, if you create content that reputable publications link to, search engines will attribute value to your content. Yeah, this is how we do link building in the content marketing. When creating the content, you give some, you make a chance to mention these some famous or reputable publications that will obviously attribute value to your content. And influencer marketing, influencers are an important part of the digital marketing ecosystems. By working with well-known influencers, you can gain links from their profiles and their followers. And digital PR, it targets well-known publishers and online newspapers. Marketers can use this tactic to promote new piece of research or content with the aim of attracting links from the publishers. There are roughly four main tactics you can use to get other websites to link to yours. First one is trusted online business directories. Second one is blogger outreach. Third one is link buy it. And fourth one is digital PR. When you talk about the trusted online business directories, it can be very useful, while you need to be careful that most of the directories are spam and some like Yale and Scott still have some value. And the second one, blogger outreach, is it is a process of engaging with the bloggers and writers to them to publish articles about your content and your website and your products. And link buy it is the content that is so awesome that people will want to link to it voluntarily. And the digital PR, it is about getting a coverage on news website and online publications, hopefully with links back. They hopefully link back with to your websites. Link schemes. While you need links to rank in Google, Google really doesn't like it when you go out there to get links. Google wants you to earn links the hard way. It's not Google site a perspective. If you go to the market to get the links, if Google knows this kind of links, then Google will definitely what you call doesn't like it, and they in some way penalize you. In their guidelines, Google states that any link intended to manipulate sites ranking can potentially be seen as a violation of their guidelines and could lead to a penalty. As I said earlier, Google has put the guidelines that links should be on in a hard way, not you go to the market and uh, you know you arrange to get a link in that way. If they caught you, then they could lead to the penalty. That would rule out nearly all link building tactics. So you need to be careful and make sure that any link you get to a website looks like it's a perfectly valid on link. So so when we talk about the penalty, what kind of penalty we can get if we violate the Google's guidelines. And these are the mostly the two kinds of the penalty: one partial and the other site-wide penalty. That's the worst case scenarios penalty. And the partial penalty, this means the website is penalized for a specific topic for our site section and will no longer be ranked for keywords that apply to that topic or section. And site-wide penalty, this applies to the entire website. This could result in your whole website disappearing from Google search results. That's the worst kind of penalty you can get. And Google will penalize your websites for blatant paid for links. If Google caught you by buying the links or selling the links, that could lead to your the worst case scenario penalty. And using linked networks, using linked networks, like someone who does only the link buildings kind of the networks. If you got caught you know linking to their networks, then it may create a problems to you. And spamming websites to get links, there are lots of spamming websites around the internet. If you go there and get that kind of links, then it could potentially be harmful to you. So this is the last slide of today's episode, the second episode. And if we summarize this, we can see the technical SEO is about making your website easily crawlable and indexable. Some of the most important concepts are internal linking, server speed, site speed, and canonicalization, replication assessment, geo-targeting, on website structure, website content, and keyword targeting. Different content formats may be successfully applied to SEO for visibility, including web search, video search, rich snippets, image search, knowledge graph. Great content alone is not enough in Google. Your website also needs to be a trustworthy and reliable source. And links to deeper pages on site create short scroll paths and spread trust or authority signals to those pages. There are four main tactics you can use to get other websites to link to yours: trusted online business directories, blogger outreach, link buy it, and digital PR. All right, thank you so much for watching the second episode. Please do subscribe for the upcoming episodes as well regarding the SEO and search marketing. Thank you so much.